Hey, this is Linda and Charles with Musselwhite Consulting, and today we're going to talk about Pinterest for your business. If your target market is primarily women, Pinterest is the place to be. 80% of Pinterest users are women, so you need to think about if that's your target market, if that's the social media platform you should be on.
Right. Now look, clearly Pinterest isn't going to be right for everyone, but like Linda said, if your target audience is women, that might be a place to go and look. Pinterest is exploding, and it's one of the newest kids to the social media block, right? So you've got Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest, from what I read somewhere, is now in third position in terms of number of active users, which is pretty crazy if you think about it. It's not even that old. I think it came around 2010 or 2011. I don't remember when it actually showed up, but whenever it showed up, it's a big force to deal with. Now, from our perspective in helping folks to build strategies and put together online marketing plans, going to Pinterest without those exercises done is really a formula for a mess and chaos. What do I mean by that? Well,
Strategy.
Strategy for sure, because if not, you'll waste a lot of time. It can be fun. You can check out a lot of cool pictures, but
You could be on there for hours.
at the end of the day, if you're on there for hours having not made any progress, you've really just wasted a lot of time. So, what's a strategy for Pinterest? I think it's similar to a lot of the other strategies we've talked about, and we'll continue to talk about until something changes. I go to Pinterest for the simple fact that I'm looking for my target audience. When I mean this, I'm talking about our clients. So if my client is let's say a paleo dietitian or specialist or whatever, maybe we go to Pinterest with our recipes and some food porn of paleo. But that's the reason why I'm there, is because people want to see it. I give away a freemium, I give away a recipe or two, and if they like more like that, give them a link to my website or a link so that they can get onto my email list, which we go back to, that's the ethical bribe. I give them a freemium in exchange for a name and an email so I can continue the conversation. But that's the strategy. That's the important part. It might not be the glamorous or the sexy part, but that's the part that is critically important. I'm going there, Pinterest, to do this. I want people to visit my website. I want people to sign up for my recipe. I want them to download my book. I want them to watch part 1 and 2 of my 5-part series. They got to get onto my list to watch the rest of it, or they've got to get onto my list to download the rest of the book. Whatever it's going to be, it's got to be, a strategy has to be in place with forethought as to what the outcome is that you want.
And the key to that is when you're posting pictures or you're posting videos, to actually have that link where they can go to your website to do all that, to read your blog post, to read your recipe, to get on your email list, to download your recipe ebook, whatever the case may be. You always want to make sure that you're driving them onto your turf, onto your website. Like I said earlier, you could spend a lot of time on Pinterest finding cool and great pictures, and that's okay. Still show your personality, show your interests, so it's not all business-like, but make sure that when you are highlighting your product or your service, even if you don't have a product, you're pointing them back to your website.
Now, we didn't talk about this, but I'm going to throw it in. There's in all fairness to the guys, there are a handful of other sites that are Pinterest type sites, but for men. And unfortunately, I didn't put the list up in front of me, but if you Google it, you'll find it. A word of advice and a word of caution is some of those sites are just not where you want to be. So I'd leave it like that. The other thing,
guys are on Pinterest too, but it's primarily women.
not as much as you ladies are. So again, think about where it is that you are today, where you want to be tomorrow. If Pinterest is part of that, how do you put the strategy? How do you execute? And what do you do? And this even goes back to some of the technical side of things, is what keywords am I using? Yeah, on Pinterest.
What are people searching on?
What are people searching on? What keywords am I running on Pinterest to bring them to my website, to get them onto my list, to convert them from a visitor to a customer? And that's extremely important. So, look, again, you need to go back and understand your target audience. If they're on Pinterest and in concentration in Pinterest, maybe this is a place that we should look at in terms of a marketing strategy to put your business.
And strategy is the key.
Absolutely. So look, if you're at a crossroads right now, you're at a point you have more questions, or you're wondering if Pinterest is right for your business, or you want help with the strategy, let's jump on a call by way of filling out our strategy form, and I'll have it in here somewhere around here. But it's a 30-minute strategy session, as Lindy likes to call them. It's a mini marketing session for you, and we'll talk about the specifics of Pinterest specifically for your business.
Yep, so fill out the form. We hope to hear from you, and we hope we gave you some valuable information today. Again, it's Linda and Charles with Musselwhite Consulting.